He smiled at me every single morning. The same warm smile that made me fall in love with him years ago. He'd kiss my forehead before leaving for work, tell me he loved me, and text me sweet nothings throughout the day. From the outside, we were the perfect couple. We had a beautiful home, 2 amazing kids, and a life we had built together, brick by brick. I genuinely believed we were happy. I thought our love was unshakable. But behind that perfect smile, a devastating secret was tearing our world apart. It all started subtly. The late nights at the office became more frequent. The business trips extended by a day or 2. When I'd ask, he'd sigh, talking about the pressure of a new project, how he was doing it all for us, for our future. And I believed him. Why wouldn't I? This was my husband, my partner, the man I trusted with my entire heart. I'd make excuses for him to our friends, defend his absence at family dinners, and feel a pang of guilt for even questioning him. I told myself I needed to be a more supportive wife. The first real crack in my perfect world appeared on a Tuesday. It was our anniversary. I had cooked his favorite meal, the kids had made him cards, and I was wearing the dress he bought me for my birthday. He was supposed to be home by 7. At 8, I got a text. So sorry, babe, stuck in a meeting. We'll be late. Disappointment washed over me, but I pushed it down. I put the food in the oven to keep it warm and told the kids we'd celebrate with Daddy in the morning. He didn't come home until after midnight, smelling faintly of a perfume that wasn't mine. He claimed he'd been working with a female colleague, and I chose to believe it was just a lingering scent from a shared office space. The seed of doubt, however, had been planted. That seed started to grow. I began noticing things I had previously ignored. The way he guarded his phone, always placing his screen down. The new, expensive clothes he was buying, styles he'd never worn before. The sudden interest in the gym. He explained it all away so smoothly. He needed to stay fit for his health. He wanted to look good for me. His phone had private work information on it. His answers were always plausible, always designed to make me feel like I was the one being paranoid, the one who was insecure. He was a master of manipulation, turning my valid concerns into my own personal flaws. The truth finally came out, not with a dramatic confession, but through a forgotten tablet sent to his phone. I was looking for a recipe, and a string of messages popped up, messages that weren't from a colleague. They were filled with inside jokes I didn't understand, pet names he'd never called me, and plans for secret meets. My world didn't just crack. It shattered. Every I love you, every smile, every kiss suddenly felt like a lie. He wasn't just working late. He was building a whole other life. A life that didn't include me or our children. Confronting him was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. The man who smiled at me every day stood there, his face a mask of shock, not because he was caught, but because his perfect double life was over. The excuses came, the pleas for forgiveness, the classic, it didn't mean anything. But it did mean something. It meant our entire marriage was a performance. While I was at home raising our children and nurturing our life, he was actively destroying it, one secret message, one hidden rendezvous at a time. The man I married was a stranger. Rebuilding my life from the ashes of his betrayal has been a long and painful journey. But through the heartbreak, I found a strength I never knew I had. I learned that my worth was never tied to his love or his lies. I'm sharing this story not for pity, but for anyone who might be ignoring their intuition, for anyone who is being made to feel crazy for their suspicions. Trust that feeling in your gut. Your peace of mind is more valuable than a comfortable lie. If you're going through something similar, please know you are not alone and there is a path to healing. Thank you for listening.